Today, we're going to dive into the artsy side of card crafting as I share my process for how I design card sketches. Whether you're a seasoned crafter or just starting out, sketching is a fundamental skill that can elevate your creations. Today, I'm going to walk you through how I turn inspiration into detailed sketches that turn into beautiful cards. I'm thrilled that you're joining me today, and if you love card crafting, paper crafting, or just unleashing your creativity, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Jeannie with Crafty Inky Magic. Welcome to my channel. This is where we discover the joy of crafting and creativity. So let's get into it. So the first thing I do is I pull up Canva because that is where I'm going to sketch out my cards. And you'll see that I already have a ton of them sketched out. There's like 30 in here. And then I have another, some are portraits, some are landscape. I get my card base ready. So there's my card base. And then I always do a back layer. So I can just grab this layer, Control C it. So now I have my card base and my first black layer. My cards, basically, when I'm sketching them out, my first layer is black, but when I go upstairs to my craft room, I can put whatever color I want there. I do have some color in here just so that I can get a visual feel for what I'm looking for, but these are generally black and white inside of Canva. That's how I choose to do it, so that way that I can keep my mind open for how I want to create these designs. So then, oops, not what I wanted to do. I go over to Pinterest. So I have this card pin, which is this card right here at the bottom. Well, the sketch I created was this, even though it looks like this. I didn't put that third row inside of here, but when I came down here and I started kind of designing the card that I wanted to make, I did add those three, and then I'm not, I don't know where I'll put the Merry Christmas. It'll probably go in the center. And I'm not even sure this is the card I'm going to make, but this is really what I want. When I came in here, when I first sketch out cards, I'm not worried about the design so much. I want to see the layout. So when I go through Pinterest and I start looking at things, I mean, even this layout right here, which is a simple, basic layout. I have light bulbs, Christmas lights that I could put here. I have other things that I could put here. I could just do all snowflakes if I wanted to. It doesn't have to be birds. And although those are very cute. In the background layer here on top of the black doesn't even have to be that wood background. It can be anything I want. So when I sketch these out, I'm looking at the layout, not the design, even though I started designing this just because I liked it. And then I was trying to play with the colors that I wanted for Christmas. And so that's kind of how I came up with it. Okay, so then I go back over to Pinterest and I start looking at these layouts. And I think, okay, so that's a cute layout. Very cute layout. I like that. So I can come over here to my portrait, and then I can go to my elements and I can look for a wave. Wavy shape. There. Okay. And I can just put a square up here. And then I can come over to elements and just look up, let's look up wavy. Okay. I can turn this upside down and then just put this over the top of it here and create a similar design. It doesn't have to be exact, but then I'll make this one white too, so we can't even tell there's a difference. Okay. Let's make them both white, and then you can't tell. Now I have that design, and if I wanted to move that up a little bit, I can just move that up there. And then I come back over to Pinterest and I look again and I see that it's got like these scalloped edges. I can add a note in here. Oh, notes are down here now. They moved them. So I can add a note right here of whatever I want, like scalloped edges. And I'm not going to have probably the same guys that are going to create this, but it also has a layer that is embossed with an embossing folder. So I could also add emboss with embossing folder. And then it also has Merry Christmas, but it doesn't have to be a Christmas card if I don't want it to be. So I don't necessarily see that, but it has an ornament. I am going to do is add another element, and I'll just add a circle right here, because there is some sort of focal point up here. And I'll put that as like a gray. Let me go down to here. So now we'll just look up backgrounds, something like that. And it could just go like that. And we'll back it up. And then I could actually just change it all to black and white. There we go. And now I have that. I could put something there like a square. You could put it up, make that a little smaller, and then put that up here so that I would know. And then I could come up with my own design. Like I could make it to go along with this if I had the die. I'm not even sure if I would have a die for that. And then I would actually probably turn this transparency down just so I know it's an embossed image. And then I come back over here. Okay, so I have that one. I like that. Here's one in portrait and landscape. And so I just keep looking. I like this one too. But the other thing that I can do is that I don't have to look up cards. I can get inspiration off of sweaters. So if I come over here and then I can pull this up. So if you look at ugly sweaters, you're always going to get some really good ideas. So if I look at these, I can come over here and we'll just do another one. So let me grab my black layer. I just copy and pasted off the one above because it's already the right size and then I don't have to waste time doing that. I can get another square, pull it up here and pull it across. This has two different layers on top. Now position it, duplicate it, and put this at the bottom. And I'll make this a different color. But this top color is going to be like let's say a dark gray. And then this bottom color will be white or a light gray. I can look up some zigzags. Let's do the thin one. And I can make it go like a border between the two colors. And then duplicate it and put one up. I can almost make one. Do I want to make it off? I don't think so. I want to do that. And then I'm also going to do maybe scallops. Scallop border. We'll grab this one and we'll pull it all the way over. Let's see what else is on there. Oh, diamonds. Let's do diamond border. Delete that and then grab this and bring it up here. And we'll bring that in there. I'm going to go ahead and grab these two and duplicate them and take them up top. And then do another diamond border and pull it up top. And there, now I have that. What else is on here? And this is all just one color. So then I would grab a shape and I will make that my banner or my sentiment strip. And it'll come down here like that and make it black. And I'll probably duplicate that on my card. So I'll do that here so that I can create a border for it. I'll make that white and let me get that. I am anal on my sketches too, just because I'm only going to create these once and then I'm going to have them forever. I could add embellishments if I want to. I could do whatever I wanted, but this would be a pretty cool card. Like I said, I come over here on Pinterest. I can look at magazines. So here we have a focal point here. We could put a banner down here. We have a background layer. Here's magazine templates. That's kind of cool. We could use these for cards. More magazine templates. It's actually kind of cool. I'm going to save this because I could get a ton of ideas here. Look at that. Okay, let's go back. And What are these? These are somebody who's selling Canva designs, social media designs, and I could use these for inspiration. You can see you have the focal point. Like we could do, let's go over here to portrait. Let's go here. Where was that? This one here. So now if I go to Canva, I can do that, grab my black layer like I always do. And then I can do an element here. Looks like a cell phone, about the shape of a cell phone. And then what else? And then we'll take a square and put it across here like that. We got us a card design. Change this to white. Actually, we'll do gray and then this to white. Okay, and then I could make this an element. I could make this a card piece and then put a banner down here. So many different things that I could do using this. And then there's an embellishment. I'm going to make this a little bigger, I think, so that it maybe covers from top to bottom, like a lot of it. That might be too big. Yeah, that's too big, too tall. But like that is good. And then pull this down this way. And that way that would show more of this. So now I have another card design. I don't know. Oh, look at that. We can put a square here. So now we can do like a design. That could be our focal point. And then this could be our, we'll make this black. Black. And then we'll do another one and we'll scale it down and make it white. And then grab the other one. I want this one and then this one. And then I can go ahead and position in middle and center. And then I can let go of that. Let's make that, make it brown just so I can tell the difference there. Okay, and now I can position it a little brown in two and center the two. There we go. Make that white. And I still think this needs to be, maybe it's wider. It needs to be wider. These are all A2 sizes. I have Spellbinders dies that will cut this down to size for me. So I don't really worry about the measurements here until I start cutting everything down. But it's pretty quick to be able to cut all the pieces out because of those dies. That die set just makes life really easy. If you don't have those die sets, I'll link to them below. So I would play around with this a little more because I think that these two here need to be a little bigger now that I made the other one bigger. That's how I do it. And it doesn't get any harder than that. There's so many things that I could get card ideas from. A lot of people think that you're born with creativity or you're born with inspiration, and that's not true. There are people that just have a natural knack, and thank God for those people because I don't have that. And they can just put things together and they can see it. You just watch me put 3 card layouts together of inspiration from magazine covers, from a sweater, from other people's cards. I do what I call card hacking. I look at other people's cards and I get inspired by them. So that's how I come up with my card sketches. It's really not rocket science. It's super easy. And I come in here every once in a while. I don't have to do it too much more because I have so many. I have 32 in landscape. I have 33 in portrait. So I have 65 card layouts already. And I can just start playing around. If you want measurements, I do have the base as an A2 size card. So I could measure these out. These are actually the sizes I would want them on my cards. And that's why I do that too. So I can kind of visualize for the measurements that I need to make. That's all I have. So I'm going to stop sharing. So I hope that inspired you to be able to go and create your own sketches. I'll put the link to Canva down below. It's just canva.com, and I'll put that down below. And also Pinterest, you probably know, but I'll put that down below. I am super happy that you joined me today. I appreciate that. This was my very first video. Please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can get notified anytime I put a video out and you never miss anything that we put together. Comment below. Tell me what type of videos you would like to see. And also let me know what you think of this video. Don't be too hard on me. This was my very first video and I'm super excited to start this channel. So thanks for joining me. Again, I'll see you in the next video.